Let's go. All 3 points for Nepal. Uh-oh! That's unfortunate.
Yeah, displaced off the edge, and that is a huge first kill, because that doesn't allow Roar to be as aggressive. And that means he's going to be behind in Primal Rage, very likely. He's got a Zen alone in the corner.
Looking for grabs, but hey, it's it's the Justice who kick it off. Sensem finding 2 in the corner. Roar and Decay getting cut off from the team. Fight, enter. Oh yeah, there it is. Solo misses it somehow. What a play coming out from Otto. Dodges the grab completely. Still gonna lose Giannis, so unfortunately it isn't ideal here, but they do trade for sure for. So we're going one for the other. Self-destruct out in the open.
It seems like a bit of a miscommunication as 2 of the Justice reacted to the point. He was getting pressured down by Big Goose. I think you just give up the point there and make sure you win the fight. And
we're in the fight now, and somebody just getting hugged over the side. Yep, Decay again.
Yeah, Decay somehow knocked over the side. Roar is the one at the Primal Rage, so he should be doing the damage. Big Goose answers in kind, grabs in.
This is weird. They're getting picked off now. Gladiators, one after the other. This is not going to help things. You're going to start trying to see them exactly try to delay, try to contest. Nobody left to do so. Void's going to have to be quick. He's hanging around right on the side. Yep. Dashes onto the point just to make sure that that overtime wick doesn't burn down, and now Shaz is forced to use the trance to keep everybody in.
Roar forces the transcend in the back line, so it's not an ideal transcendence, but they do get in on this. Barrier from both sides, some struck from both sides. It's no kills for either side. Still in control. Gladiators trying to pull this one back. Another big boop from the Big Goose.
Oh, and then Sleepy goes down as well. They're falling apart on the side of the Justice. What a delay coming in from the Gladiators, keeping their cool. Definitely looked like a lost point, like a lost fight, but they just played it so patiently. Bubble is down. This is starting to look tasty. Yep, there's the grab in the corner. Body block him in. No helping. Giannis gets cut off from the rest of his team. Otto goes down as well. Now Sleepy tries to throw the trance in to hope to contest. That's no bueno. And Roar right into the back line. Sleepy smushed.
Sensem gets another double, and Giannis has this primal. He's trying to get his counterpart here. Has to jump on the point. This one's not quite over yet. They've got Joyport isolated in the back lines. It's a 3v2 on the point, but now the numbers switch and the Gladiators come back in.
Yeah, this is brutal. They're doing this so well right now, the Gladiators. One after the other, the Justice will fall. And that is the first point picked up for the Los Angeles Gladiators. It's just body block you in here. That doesn't always work out here for Decay though. This was it, just the bait and switch. Otto, that was so clean.
Just out of rage.
So clean.
They almost got split up, but it's a good job by Washington to stay alive during that. Early shatter.
Oh, throwing out, catches the edge of the shield. No follow-up. Sleepy barely survives it. He'll keep it together. And the Gladiators will pick up first control here. They are cut in half though, the Justice, and there is no support. Nobody will be here to help. You're all gone. Justice just hoping to get a bully play here. They do have ults online. Mainly the back line, but there's the grab. Trance used by Shaz. Right on the edge. Somehow, does he get blocked on the architecture there? Something stopped him from going forward?
It could have also been a bubble from Corey to be able to drop that in. Line of sight, very important for that transcendence. It's a small attack, can happen sometimes though. And with that, Washington Justice will come right back.
Point itself, and the Justice giving ground. They will have to contest, but there's the grab as they try and make their way through, looking for the punish. Trades back and forth, but this definitely favoring the Gladiators in the end. And the Justice will lose control, but they do leave it at 77%. Let's see. Capable of a lot here. Corey is not far from that grab, and that could make the difference. Man, he didn't even need the shatter. He just blasted Arc face first. There's Roar going to work. Man advantage now for the Justice.
Graviton's about to be off, but too late. As Decay beams down Corey, 92% and counting up. This one's all over for the most part unless they get an epic stall. Art is on the Hammonds. He gets knocked away. No touch. Gladiators take map number 1.
Looking good, but they are definitely having to work for it. Good to see that on the side of the Justice. It's just the details that aren't quite coming together. It's just, do you want to overcomplicate things, or do you want to just exactly do what the comp is designed to do, which is run together and just kill things?
Well, they do get the first kill into Otto, and Otto had his rally up, and now the huge rally advantage for the Gladiators. This one is all but over.
Yeah, charge him. Roar, you're playing too safe. Charge him. Take him into the wall. No, not that wall.
counter grab this, knowing that the Transcendence just came out. Otto falls again.
Eat, Corey, no grab for you. That's a painful one, and this is the Gladiators now just straight pummeling them. Back into spawn you go, onto the point. One take of permanent progress picked up for the Gladiators, and this has just been the name of the game today, Hex.
It's exactly what we saw earlier, though, too. The other Zarya gets so hungry to hit that grab the moment they know Transcendence is down that it almost telegraphs it. Their defense has been hard to come by in Lunar Colony lately, though. But Giannis goes down early, bash, and there's that Shaz guy showing up again, gets a headshot.
Oh, there into the wall we go. The way that they did the first time around, Roar just going in swinging. He knows he's got the bubble, and Giannis just cannot contend with the pressure. So rinse and repeat. 4 down for the Justice. It looks like Ark and Corey are going to be able to hightail their way back to spawn. Oh, maybe not. Corey, nice delayed kill on Corey. That's going to really burn some time off the clock.
Otto gets isolated from Giannis. Giannis gets isolated from Otto.
Yeah.
And they are unable to help each other out. Another full cleanup here with 6 seconds left. I believe it's safe to say that the Gladiators are going to win Horizon Lunar Colony.
In fine, dominant fashion, what we expect to see from a team of their caliber. They're sitting at the top of the pack, and that is the reason why. Shaz with a bit of the fist bump there with the Goose, and Los Angeles, comfortable lead, 2-0.
A lot of the pundits in the league believe that the Los Angeles Gladiators are the 4th best team, but you can definitely run it here. Now the Gladiators just going to do the full wrap around, or at least the half wrap. Looks like they're going all the way back, but they lose Shaz, lose Big Goose, and they lose the fight. You might as well jump off the edge because you're not winning without those two.
That's the difference between the Winston and the Ryan. The Winston will tickle you and get primal really quickly. The Ryan can actually just end you. 2 swings of the hammer, he was already up to 41% on the shatter, and then the fire strike just to pass off. Like,
I actually think they should have just backed up right off that cliff. So Sleepy's got Transcendence for this grab.
Easy grab to go through, and yep, it does. Success, but then the counter comes through. That might actually buy them a little bit of time. Surefour goes down, but they trade for Otto. This time it's a 1-for-1. Gladiators, though, dropping dangerously behind in the poke battle. They're also very low. Oh, we may actually have a hard hold here, Hex.
Zoned out, too, by that self-destruct. Didn't show up in the kill feed, but it put everybody in a bad position. Roar falling, only 3 alive for the Gladiators.
Just wrapping walls and trying to get in here to keep it going, and sure enough, they will. Gladiators now back into this fight, all 6 of them.
Yeah, Shaz also has the Transcendence as well. He's going to use it. His team topped up. They pick up a kill.
Unbelievable. No way does this work. Surefour, there's the shatter. Dennis, can he get the follow-up on it? Anything to go? Surefour goes down. That's still a trade. But Sleepy's out of it. Without Corey or Ark, it's going to look pretty difficult here for the Justice. Unbelievable. The Los Angeles Gladiators pull it together, and in overtime will cap the point. 2.5 minutes added to the clock. So the Justice, they've got ults coming online, and once again, Surefour goes down. Not helping things here for the Gladiators. Surefour just making life pretty difficult, and Roar gets caught on a bench. Somehow a bench is able to withstand a charging Reinhardt.
Satsam, another couple of huge kills. The self-destructs take those decay. Now he's able to take down Big Goose. This seems like it'll be where the Gladiators are stopped after a valiant .1 hold. And it's .1 push, rather.
It feels like it's been a while since we've seen teams get stuck here.
It's been a bit because you have such a big spawn advantage that as long as you're trading, you're okay, but decay comes back out on the Tracer. Not willing to count the Gladiators out just yet.
Not at all. I mean, it's
now
the complete opposite. It's 3-1 in terms of kills right now for the Washington Justice. They are the ones who are locking it down, and Sleepy's on a tear. Finally, somebody removes this guy, but the Justice, there we go. Some smiles, some signs of life as they realize that they just held the Gladiators pretty much at the front door there, like a third eye.
No, totally. You should definitely recommend to the young people to get face tattoos.
Neck tattoos are better, Hex? No.
A little bit, a tiny bit. You can wear turtlenecks. Sleepy went off here. It's gonna be that, but a new addition. Look at these volleys towards the end. All right, wraparound attempted here for Washington. Still though, they come in and they get more really early. Giannis falls next, though. This one is scrappy. Both teams missing their D.Va and their Rhine, but Corey falls next. That might be all she wrote. Surefour on the redemption tour after he got rocked on their offense.
That was painful. Sleepy getting in there, trying to hunt down Decay, and then they're gonna get grabbed into oblivion. Chaos out and out. Decay still holding on to his grab, and that is Sleepy using the trance just to let his team survive long enough to get onto the point. Shaz gonna go ahead and use his to just keep everybody healthy, and we still have the grab. There it is from Decay, brings Otto in. Otto's a goner, and the Los Angeles Gladiators are going to hard hold the Washington Justice in the most heartbreaking fashion. 3-0 for the Los Angeles Gladiators. They take the series, and the Washington Justice, after such a great defensive half, unable to put it together on the offense.
0% there on the push as well. It seemed like Arc was getting bashed and booped at the end. Giannis got bashed and booped and separated from his team. Really good play there from Short4.
That's really when you actually notice. Looks like we're straight into the action. Looks like Arc is dying as well. Tough break for Arc there.
Well, Arc, Giannis, Samson, all down, all dead. That means the rest of everyone's gonna die as well. And right out storming the gates are the Gladiators, waiting to get their own players back.
Hey, Corey's thinking about it. He's thinking about that grab. Turns out he doesn't really need it. Or no, never mind. They are gonna go for it. There's Shaz waiting on it though. That costs them. Does that cost them this fight? Corey goes down trying to make the grab happen, and now there's going to be a huge advantage here for the Los Angeles Gladiators. Decay is fully charged. He's got his grab online.
Yeah, Giannis got pushed in, so they had to use Transcendence early to keep him alive. A grab does come out from Decay, a zoning grab as it were. They clean up the rest of it, and it's now 11-2 eliminations in favor of the Gladiators. After a brief hiccup, they take first point of Havana rather easily.
Agonizing. Agonizing defeat. Into defense. It looked so good there for a moment, but
trying to make play. There's so many things not going right for Washington. It's hard to be.
No, that's an interesting grab. Just thrown in there. Shaz. No worries. He's got the chance to keep his team up. Otto's going to get pasted up against the wall. Nice bomb. Again, Short4 going down. Short4 tends to be dying a lot as well on the offense. Now it's sound barriers all over the place. Corey stuck against the wall. This could be it. The charge is on cooldown though for Roar, so no follow-up. He's still going to be able to swing and connect with heads. To see a full 3 points on offense for Havana, which is very rare. I mean, it's looking good right now. Once again, the front line dies for the Washington Justice. Backline is going to get to take a nap as well. Nothing left here for the Justice. Corey's got the grab. He's got to throw it. No hesitation. Chucks it out into the open, and that is actually the winning move from downtown. Able to hit it in desperation play. Able to get the allied barrier onto Giannis as well. Puts in so much damage. Shatter gets one down. Decay will fall. Counter Shatter in, but they're going to be able to protect Sleepy. Gets a repair pack and a shield. And even though Giannis getting knocked around like a beach ball at a baseball game, able to stay alive. And the Justice might have just, well, held this third point here. It's looking like it's the Gladiators now. They have the body on the payload. Be careful. There it is. Boy, he's doing this using the mech. Oh, unbelievable. He actually finds a kill for once. Could not have gone better. That's the start they were hoping for here for the Gladiators, and now we need a contest on the point. Otto's on there, just barely makes it in time. The grab gets thrown in by Corey, but only a single kill comes of it, and that's not going to be good enough. Corey and Arc, the last two alive here for the Justice, unless somebody can get back in here and touch the point fast. They are going to get all three. 3 points for the Gladiators.
Just a perfect self-destruct in the back corner.
I like how Sleepy just sighs. Zen just sighs, he gets fire strikes. Again, really, again, and then Sleepy dies, and you can just hear the Zen sighing again, really.
Yep, this one's over. Couple of quick kills, free contest here. They're getting pressured up top, they're back in.
Yep, the job's not done, but Shaz had the trance, doesn't matter, Big Goose is gone. Decay is getting low as well, he'll get top back up again. Looked like he was cut off from the rest of his team, but we've lost Short4, and the back line going down for the Gladiators is not going to help things. The focus fire too good here from the Justice, who are tightening up their game. They will succeed in picking up the first point. There it is, self-destruct over the top, trying to get clever, doesn't find a kill. But Arc goes down, and that's not going to help things here for the Justice. Already down a man, down there Lucio. Sleepy, stunned, deaded. Who else is going down next? It's going to be Giannis by the looks of it, or Otto. Otto gets the rally off at least, and now you get Arc just going for the hamster, just to try and get back into this fight all the faster, but it's just not going to be enough. The Los Angeles Gladiators going to get that map differential they were looking for. They're going to get that clean 4-0. And the Gladiators have done it.
Great theme song, but today you could just swap it out with taking care of business, because that's exactly what they were able to do. And you know, Washington, you give them a couple weeks after they add new players, and you think maybe they can start gelling, but the amount of times Ark's dying first, he's not gelled into this team just yet. Sleepy's still trying to do his best to carry. This team puts out a lot of damage, but it's not enough for the Washington Justice, who's going to be our player of the match, presented by Owned by HP, and Big Goose. The Goose was loose today. It started on Nepal, gets him transcending Sleepy into the pit. He was always behind Giannis, always an ever-present threat. Great sound barrier timings. But look, they lose Sanctum, you don't know where the confidence of this team goes. He had some amazing plays on the ball.
He's always a big reason why the Gladiators fare so well. Just been with the team since day one. Him and Shaz, the indomitable duo, just monsters, and so many environmental kills. Well, not that many too, but hey, you know, Lucio's.
There's a lot of Lucio plays that don't show up too, even on Havana late, and it didn't look like it was going on, but they got shattered, and Big Goose set 3 of them away, so there could be no follow-up on them. Those will never show up on a stat screen, but those are the kind of plays that Lucio and Big Goose in particular excel at.